Hey guys, this is Merlin Schumacher with my third part of the bandlist discussion. Sorry to keep you waiting that long, but yeah, I was kind of busy over the weekend, and yeah, here it is, my third part. As you see, I'm on Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki right now, and you don't see my face, unlike the first two parts. That's because I decided to do this way around this time and show you all the cards that I think should become limited or semi-limited or banned with this list in Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki, so you could follow it easier and read the card all the time. Plus, the card is in English and you can read the text while I'm talking. Okay, I prepared a list of cards for myself just to be able to look it up and don't have to do it all freely. Let's start off with Pot of Avarice, okay? Pot of Avarice. Here we go. Pot of Avarice is a spell card which has a fairly short text, but it's very powerful. It basically says select 5 monster cards in your graveyard, shuffle those cards into the deck, and then draw 2 cards. It is a +1 if you get to activate it, but that's not the real reason why I think it should get banned. My reason is that there currently is one deck that can heavily abuse it. It's Wind Up. It can abuse it even more than Plants or Lightsworn could, which were the two reasons why Pot was limited in first place. While Plants and Lightsworns just get a plus of it and maybe are able to reuse some of their key combos, Wind Up simply can redo his whole 3 cards discard combo in first turn, which makes it kind of broken because then Wind Up won't start with 4 cards plus, meaning you don't discard 4 cards if you play against that that Wind Up deck, but they make discard your whole hand and still have 1 Zen Mighty in extra deck, which is pretty ridiculous. So this card's gotta go because Wind Up can't really start off with a handless combo like X-Sabers could, rarely that much. So Wind Up needs to get limited anyways, but Pot needs to get limited in first place because that card makes the deck really broken, and Wind Up gets to do the handless combo a lot more than X-Saber ever could. So that comparison doesn't really work, in my opinion. Second card is Rekindling. Or Rekindling. You might even ask why I would limit Rekindling to 1. Rekindling is a card for Flambuild mainly that don't really see any competitive play, but there are these new cards coming out, Laval monsters with the Laval chain and stuff. That can spam synchros so much, and those are gonna get huge. I think they will come out in the next set for TCG, but they already are out in OCG, and they spam tournaments and win tournaments, and with in combination with Lightsworn, they mill so much and spam out like 3 Trishulas in 1 turn if they're able to get out the Brian egg as well. So this card's gotta get limited to 1 because elsewhere, that deck's gonna be huge in the TCG as well as soon as the Laval cards come out. Just a short thing to do, just in case the cards are gonna be that good here as well. Also, I think we can expect a TCG only that pushes the topic even further, like makes the deck even better. So rather limit it now and don't suffer half a format of ridiculous level Rekindling decks, than have it back on 3 and have 1.5 months of bad tournaments, to say the least. Next card is Darkhole. Yeah, Darkhole doesn't really need much explanation. Just my personal favorite to get banned because Darkhole is just so unbalanced. I mean, like, it punches overextension, and that's about it for the pro side. The contra is like Darkhole destroys all monsters, can make up to +4, gets rid of big monsters easily, can be a top deck, can decide games. What else do I have to say? I just think that's a luck-based card that hardly ever sees any pro plays. just gets top decked or is in your first hand, sits there until your opponent starts overextending and you survive somehow and just win the game because you have the Dark Hole. I really think that card shouldn't be around and should get banned again, so we don't have to suffer Dark Hole all day long. Just my opinion. Then same goes for Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn is like really good, especially if we face the fact that Dark Magician of Chaos might come back. As I said, my second or first video, I think. Once Dark Magician of Chaos comes back, you really have to ban the Reborn, because if not, you can do ridiculous plays like go Reborn Demog, get Reborn back, Reborn your opponent's Demog, get Reborn back, Reborn something else, get 8k plus attack points on the field, and then beat down your opponent just because you top deck the Reborn. Also in this format without Demog, Reborn's already a really good card, a really huge top deck, can help Insectors get over warning, like your normal summon Insector gets warned, then you can Reborn it and still do your combo and possibly beat down your opponent because they already wasted 2000 life points. And yeah, just in general, Reborn has not any costs and does more than any Reborn card else does, so it deserves to get banned again, in my opinion. Next card is Heavy Storm. I really think I said enough about Heavy Storm in my last video, and how does it find hand destruction? What the hell? Heavy Storm, here we go. In my opinion, Giant Runate should come back, Heavy Storm get banned, that's about it. And I also did a pretty huge comment on my last 2 episodes of the ban list production, so yeah, don't really want to talk too much about this anymore. Heavy Storm, bad card, ban it. Then next card is Mystical Space Typhoon. That should really get limited to 1 in my opinion, because this card does the same as Dust Tornado, but it's a lot faster, and there already is enough removal for spells and traps, so we don't really need that card. Also, it can just randomly destroy your spell traps, just be a big top deck, and if you set it, it's never a -1. It can always be chained to everything, so Mystical Space Typhoon just sucks, in my opinion. Also speeds up the format in general, and allows a lot more aggressive OTK decks to run triples of them and then clear the back row effectively and burst out their big combos. I think this card's a good card, shouldn't be banned at all, but limited to 1 or 2, in my opinion, to 1 is the right place for it to go. Won't happen though, I don't think it's gonna happen because Konami doesn't really limit those cards back to 1 or 2 if they're not overly broken by themselves. So don't expect this to happen, but I think it should go back to 1 or 2. Next is Gates of Dark World. Oops. What the? Gotta search for the card, I really forgot its exact name. Wiki is so stupid. If I type in Dark World Gates, it doesn't find it. Support cards. Gate of the Dark World. Well. But it says the gates. Wow. Wiki is just very stupid. Wouldn't find it when I say Gates of Dark World. Well, however, this card should get limited to 2 because it's an auto +1 every turn. Allows you unlimited discard power for Dark Worlds, and just adds huge stability to the deck. So to make Dark World not stand alone there without the other decks that hopefully will get banished by the ban list, or at least influenced negatively, Dark World shouldn't stay tier 1. and therefore the best thing to do that is limit this one and limit Grapha, and yeah, semi-limited is enough for this card, I think. So just do that, and let's go on with the monsters. One card that should definitely go to 1, but won't happen very likely either, is Insector Hornet. What the fuck? It says Insector. Insector Hornet should really go to 1, because that card makes the whole Insector combo just overly overpowered. Just limit it to 1, so that it's not that likely to happen anymore, and you can run DD Crow to prevent the combo. Then the deck's gonna be balanced. But with this as at 2 or 3, Insectors are just gonna stay huge, as they are in Japan right now, and they're gonna win a lot of tournaments and suck a lot of games, because you can always, as soon as this card's in game, you have 6 top decks to make, like 3 Centipede and 3 Dragonflies, that can easily turn around the whole game, and this card is just ridiculous. Just limit it to 1 and make the deck balanced, and I'm happy with it. Then Wind Up Carrier Zenmaite. See if it's fine. If it finds it, yeah, I found it. Wind Up Carrier Zenmaite enables wind-ups to do that handless combo and do other huge combos. So if you limit that card to 1, wind-up's still gonna be a good deck that can swarm a lot. They got their factory, and they can do a lot of shit, but it won't be like overpowered, and won't be able to discard your whole hand first turn, and so if you limit this card to 1, Wind-Up's gonna be a really good deck, tier 1, 1.5 possibly, but won't be like tier 0.5 as it is of right now. So just balance Wind-Up by putting this to 1, so you don't have to crush the deck next ban list. It's not very likely to happen though, because this card just came out, this ban list, this booster set, so it's more likely that they're gonna limit the Wind-Up factory or something older, but they won't have that much of an effect to the game as it would if you limit Wind-Up carriers in 80. Okay, next card is Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit is actually a pretty cool card to discuss over, because I've seen many people say make Rescue Rabbit 2 and Dolkalagia 1 each, but I think all you have to do is do Rescue Rabbit to 1. Lagia and Dolka can easily stay on 3, because you won't be able to get them out that easy if Rescue Rabbit's limited to 1, even with the Tour Guide move. If you have Rescue Rabbit limited to 1, you always need the Sorko, or be lucky and get the Rescue Rabbit in your first hand, in order to do another big Exceed spam with Tour Guide and stuff. Also, if Rescue Rabbit is limited to 1, you're much more likely to draw your normal dinosaurs before you draw the Rescue Rabbit, and are capable of pulling off the combo. So the deck wouldn't be as fast, would be a lot more stable, and you could still run like Evols and Jurax and still have all the Dolkas and Lagias you need for those. So it wouldn't kill the theme decks, but it would make the tier 1 rabbit deck a lot more unstable, to say. So I would prefer to have Rescue Rabbit on 1 and Dolkalagia on 3 each, than having Rescue Rabbit on 2 and Dolkalagia on 1 each. But that's my personal opinion. I would really like to hear what you guys think of that, so please feel free to comment this and tell me what you think about that. Then next one is Gruffa. Gruffa, Dragon Lord of Dark World. Gruffa is a really good card. It makes the Dark World so good, just because this guy, Dark World, really has his tier 1 status as it has right now, because this is a removal to everything. As long as you get to discard it somehow, you can always destroy a card on the field, which is huge in my opinion. It's Dark World's only out to Spirit Reaper, unless they're running something like Lance or Enemy Controller Deck Devastation Virus. And it makes an auto +1 once you return a Dark World to get it back to your hand. Combos up greatly with Tour Guide, and it's a 3000 beat stick on top of that. So just too good to have it at 3, balanced at 2 in my opinion. Just to make Dark World stay a good deck, not crush it like limiting Grapha or even banning it, but not have it stay at tier 1 as it is of right now. And then last card on my list is the Agent of Creation, Venus. I know that agents don't see that much play anymore, but I experienced on Dueling Network that many people are running agents and main deck Christia again, just because they need to find something to play against windups. And also agents are still a really strong deck. And if you limit or semi-limit the Agent of Creation Venus, they have to run that Jupiter, and Jupiter is really not that good. It's a beat stick, and that's about it. So agents would lose their plus engine. Well, not lose it, but get their plus engine limited. So you don't have Venus that much on your first hand anymore. Plus you have one good agent you can remove for Hyperion less, and the deck would still be playable, be tie 1.5 to 2 in my opinion, and yeah, would just not hurt to do that. Well, yeah guys, that's about it for my ban list prediction number 3. My discussion is over with this video, but it still continues in the comments, and so please feel free to comment, tell me your opinion, tell me what videos you'd like to see next. Of course, there will be features and deck features and featured matches possibly from YCS Leipzig in 2 weeks. Until then, thank you for watching, thank you for your interest, and subscribe if you like. Thumbs up would be great. And as Merlin, aka Merlin Schumacher, I'm out.